Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm here with Trey, and he's going to be profiling his Dracoslayer deck. This deck is absolutely insane, and I'm really excited to show you guys this one. So, without further ado guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So, let's go ahead and get straight on this. Do you have any shout outs?
Shout out to Team Shank, the team I play for. Shout out to Bud's Place for letting us play, as usual. And then shout out to Dark Arm for providing me with all the Dracoslayer.
I did. Out of all those openings that are on the channel, which you guys should definitely check out. So let's go ahead and get straight on into it. That's so cool that these are the cards that I pulled on the channel.
I know, my tier deck too.
Oh yeah?
So normal ratios for the first part is triple of all the Dracos. I can go over the newer ones since they are new. Okay. So I'll go over Scale Effect first. So Majesty Pegasus is if there's a Dracoslayer in your other scale, you can search a Dracoslayer card and then destroy your other scale. If you want, or destroy a scale, and the destruction's optional. And then her on summon effect, if she is pendulumed or summoned by a Dracoslayer, she searches any field spell in the game.
That is insane.
So your side deck is just teched out, and you can search Mystic Mind. You can do all sort of shit.
That is insane. You get to search any field spell.
Second is Dynamite Power Load. This one's the favorite in my deck because I really like Dynamists. The other part of this is it's always treated as a Magispector. Each of them are from an archetype around the time.
Yeah, like Dynamite Knight is a
Dynamist.
Dynamist, yeah.
That's why he's my favorite. His scale effect is if you have a Dynamist or a Dracoslayer in your other scale, you can summon the scale.
I got you.
And then if he's tributed, he can add a Dracoslayer from your extra deck to your hand.
That's pretty good.
Which is, sometimes you get it off Nibiru, and the fusion monster tributes to fusion summon.
Okay. And
then there is Ignis Phoenix. He is a Ignite.
I got you.
Times. And then he doesn't have a pendulum effect. Ignore that. So it can add you shuffle a Dracoslayer.
I got you.
From your pendulum deck, and you can add a non-pendulum Ignite or Dracoslayer. But we do not have Masterpiece.
Unfortunately.
So you can search the other Masterpiece, but that build's not as consistent. But when he is destroyed, his monster effect is summon a Dracoslayer from deck and is treated as a tuner.
Oh, that's good.
He can summon an Ignite if you're an Ignite player, I guess.
Yeah, so you can go for Ignister.
He's probably the best one to see in your opening hand, actually. Just because you usually get 2 names on board, thanks to him. Next, we have the OGs, the Luster Pendulum. I won't explain the older ones, because most people know them. Okay. And then Master Pendulum. You just have to play this for a low scale for a search target for Revolution Dragon. Okay. So that's all the Dracoslayer names. For our normal summons, we play 2 Magispector Bunbuku, because this can search our Majesty Pegasus. Okay. Because
it's always treated as a Magispector.
And it can also search itself. You don't understand how many times you'll normal summon this, and you'll learn your opponent has Imperm.
Yes.
Even though you cannot target or destroy this with card effects.
No.
Wish it was level 4. 3 Crobat Joker. This searches your Harmonizing Magician, your Odd-Eyes Revolution Dragon, sometimes Purple Poison. But it's important that it's a level 4 to make your Syncates with. 3 Harmonizing and 3 Purple. These go together. So Harm summons Purple. You make a Syncate, a rank 4. And then Purple, one of the better scale effects. And I like playing 3 because you get the low scale.
Yeah.
So, for example, I was playing against Harpies today, and I scaled Purple and Luster. And I went Luster, pop Purple. To search another Purple, but Purple, when it's destroyed, pops a face-up card on the field. Okay. So I was able to destroy their Slash.
That's really good, too. Outing the Slash just ends the game.
You can swap one of the Purples for Celestial Perform Pal Magician, if you like that one. Now, I do not own the Bestial or the Kashratar package yet, so we are on Chronograph Sorcerer and Time Gazer Magician
Okay.
as extra extenders. And it actually came up a couple of times when I played the deck. Chronograph says when one of your cards is destroyed, you hand special him and another monster from hand. So I've had a couple of times where I'll be able to make Appaloosa for 4 before I Pendulum Summon.
That's really good. So you can just instantly get the protection.
Yes, off of his effect.
And get the 3 zones.
Reva, this is probably the MVP of the deck. Absolutely disgusting card. You pitch it, pay 500, search a Dragon Pendulum, level 8 or lower. And its scale effect is destroy it to reborn a dragon from your grave.
Wow.
The scale is not once per turn.
Wow. Okay. Because all I know with this card that I've ever used it for is just the pay 500 and search. But that's really good for that revival.
That's why we play the one master, because he can search it as a low scale.
Yeah.
But yeah, the scale's not once per turn, so you'll revive your Ignis Prominence up to 3 times a turn.
Wow. That is ridiculous.
And then for the 1/0s, 1 Abyss Actor. I just like playing 1 of it because I don't want to see multiples.
Yeah, because it's
after
once
you
per
use
duel.
it once. Just a free extender. 1 Astrograph. This in tandem with your Revolution Dragon makes the deck go. It's so strong. He helps you play through Nibiru too.
I got you.
3 Dark Roller. Because this would be the Koshratar package. But Dark Roller's fine. Pendulum can usually set up a board your opponent can't play through because they've already used their resources.
Makes sense.
As long as we can play. Sky Iris is your field spell you're searching. This pops one of your face-up cards to search an Odd Eyes card, which is a Revolution Dragon.
Okay.
So you just pop one of your scales usually, search Reva. In the future, we are getting support for Odd Eyes that will let you make a Vortex Dragon in the deck, and you can keep Sky Iris on board and keep shuffling your Revolution Dragons back to deck.
Oh my god.
So you have it every turn.
That's ridiculous.
1 called by, because
Okay.
it's called by. I hate this card.
Still using the German one.
I still hate it. I wish they would just ban it already.
Yeah.
It's so sacky as a 1-of and too
It is.
strong at anything more. 1 Rhoda, because our Ignis Phoenix is a warrior. You can play Infernoble Arms Durandal too.
To give it a search.
And 1 Dynamis Charge, because our Dynamite is a Dynamist.
Yeah.
And this gives you it back to hand as a mandatory effect.
And then you have Bambuku to be able to search out the Majesty.
Magispector, yep.
That makes sense.
Is a mandatory search. So if you do not have a search target in deck, you can't legally activate it.
Okay.
And it's a mandatory add back.
That's pretty cool though. It's cool how many archetypes are tied into this one deck. Like that's just really neat.
That's what I like about it. For our extra deck, we are on our link twos are Cross Sheep, Beyond the Pendulum, IP. Beyond is pretty self-explanatory. IP's for your inboard, but Cross Sheep actually helps you play through Nibiru.
I got you.
And in grind games, it just gets you material back, so you can link climb. I'm thinking about picking up a second Beyond, because Beyond is soft once per turn.
Yeah,
So
it is.
especially in this deck, your Beyond can get impermed, and then you will either have your Scale special summon off Dino Power, or you have it normal summon, and you can go to another Beyond and use its effect again. For our 3s, we're on Unicorn and Celine. For the IP play, and just to spin cards. Celine's mandatory in the deck almost. Sadly, with the price tag it's at and it not being in Mavens. But you'll always have 3 spells because you'll have 2 Scale and a field spell.
I got you.
But this, it just free link climb.
Yeah, it helps you get into like access code, stuff like that. And you can even use the zones too to help you pendulum summon out.
I wish it wasn't so expensive for the deck.
Oh, I do too.
For our Link 4s, which we play a lot of Link 4s, we play Appaloosa for the inboard, access code for the OTK, And the new card, World Sea Dragon Zealantis.
Really?
So his effect is an ignition effect. You banish all monsters on the field, and you, the player that used his effect, returns them to the field in either face down defense or face up.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean face up defense. That's just face up. So if you banish any of your opponent's monsters, you get to choose if they're face down.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's a really good effect in here too, because you can just put the monsters that you pendulum summon out of the zones if you need to as well, so you get a free zone.
The reason we like it in Dracoslayer specifically is it resets all our soft ones per turn effects.
Oh, okay.
Which we have a lot of.
It does. That's really cool. Yeah, so it just resets everything. And you can make it with just like a Appaloosa that doesn't have anything else.
I've done that against one of my teammates. I just went, link Appaloosa, make a 25 beater.
Yeah, because Appaloosa's got like one negate on it left, and then you just make that. That's ridiculous.
His other effect is if he's co-linked, during the battle phase, as a quick effect, you get to pop monsters. Is it monsters or cards? It's newer, so still learning.
That's okay.
Destroy cards on the field up to co-linked. So as long as anything's co-linked, you get 2 popped.
That's ridiculous.
Because they're both co-linked to each other.
Yeah. It can be co-linked to anything.
It can protect your Appaloosa if you end on it sometimes.
Wow.
So you can co-link to Appaloosa, and then go to battle phase to like attack over IP or something. Next we have the XZ lineup. One of the XZ Majesty, Paladin, not Pegasus. Search on end phase when it's summoned, and summon one from the extra deck. One of your Dracoslayers that are face up. Soft ones per turn, by the way. Baguska for boards, like, sometimes you'll just play and all you have is 2 level 4s, so you'll Baguska pass. I might cut this for the second Beyond. Dweller, because Tier Limit and other graveyards. And then Hope Harbinger for the spell negate. And this can redirect your attacks off Appaloosa and IP.
Okay. That's pretty cool too. That's a good, like, basically toolbox with them too, which is nice.
The fusion, we only play one Dino Stir Power. He reborns 1 or hand specials 1, so it's non-target. And he gives all your pendulum monsters protection, so they can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. Okay. He's soft ones per turn, so you can reset him with Zealantis.
That's pretty neat too. That's cool that there's so many soft ones per turns in here that you can interact with Zealantis.
The star of the deck.
Oh yeah, here it comes. There it is.
Ignis Prominence. I don't know why this card's at more than 1. OCG has it at 1.
It'll probably go back to 1 eventually.
Soft ones per turn.
Yep.
Deck special. So all the Dracoslayer extra decks, they say you can't use whatever you summon as their extra deck type material. So you can't use what you summon as synchro material. And then soft ones per turn, target one of your cards, one of your Pendulums or Dracoslayers, destroy it, and non-target shuffle a card.
Yeah, it just doesn't even target it, and it shuffles for no reason.
This outs Avermax was something that could have came up today. And it doesn't destroy, it doesn't target. This card's so ridiculous. This is what you reborn with Revolution Dragon 3 times in a turn.
And it just keeps going off.
And you play 2 because it's soft. So you have 1 for follow-up, and you have a second one just to make in combo sometimes.
Just to keep looping it. That's ridiculous. That is so good.
Some of the list are playing a really neat interaction with Dino Power. They play Heretic Seal. And they deck special. Oh, because it's a dragon, yeah. Yeah, these are all dragons. Yeah. They play Heretic Seal, and they deck special Amorphage Sloth. And you end on this Heretic. So when Sloth is summoned, they can't destroy Sloth by battle or card effects till they get over this 300 booty.
Oh my god.
Or 3k booty.
That is ridiculous. Because then you just have, like, the lockdown with it. That is so good. Do you have a side deck for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of it's specific to the Dracoslayer, other parts are generic. So I'm playing a anti-human intelligence Messiah. Okay.
I've been seeing this card come up more often.
I've never used the monster effect. You search it off beyond the pendulum if you're in the runic sprite in the runic sprite match or against striker. Its skill effect banishes all cards into grave except monsters.
Okay.
So you just put this against striker and they cry, and it's a scale 0.
That's pretty cool. The scale is really nice.
Archfiend for Mystic Mind matchups. Floodgates. It pops itself. Pop a card on field. Pop a spell trap, I think. Yeah, spell trap. So that helps out Floodgates and Mystic Mind because it's not a monster effect. And then my favorite package in the side deck is Guiding Ariana and Judgment.
So you don't have to pay for it.
No, that's not why. So going into games 2 and 3, people put in Dark Ruler against you. And you search this off beyond instead of Astro.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
You use Sky Iris to pop this to search your Revo, and then this triggers and you reveal 3 Judgment.
And then you search the Judgment. Okay.
If you just open Judgment, you can search this and like not have to pay cost for it in game 3 if you have to.
That's pretty neat.
For our field spell package, Secret Village and Necro Valley.
Okay.
Tier Lament, Runic Sprite, pretty much any deck that plays spell cards.
Yeah, so just shut down Graveyard and shut down, spell cards.
With this, you have to end on Selene. But you can usually protect Selene with your Titanic Galaxy to redirect an attack.
That's pretty neat. And they're both searchable.
You can play Mystic Mine if you want. We do not. Hard back row removal outside of Archfiend. 2 Cosmics, a Feather Duster.
Just to deal with like Mystic Mines and stuff like that, and heavy back row decks.
Evenly matched.
More back row hate and monster like swarming.
And then for our time card, you can play Cowboy if you want, but this card is
Scarlight.
This card is soft once per turn.
Oh yeah,
and it's a dragon.
That's cool.
So in a recent YCS, the dude paid it helps because Beyond pays 12 for cards. So we're down a lot. So you go to Beyond, you pin 2, you make this, and then you pop all your monsters, and say you haven't got them to 15 yet because you paid 12. You link it off, and then your Revolution Dragon can summon it back, and it's soft once per turn.
And then you can use it again.
So you pop whatever link monster you summon.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's a neat interaction because then you're doing like upwards of like 15 burn damage
15,
at least.
2K. You can just flood the board and do max damage and
that is
the board
neat.
Again.
I like that. That's a cool tech card.
It's better than I took it from the YCS player. He like got showcased around one. It's better than Cowboy because Cowboy you can't make Beyond the Pendulum. You kind of just have to Pendulum summon rank 4.
I got you. That's pretty neat though. So that's it for the deck, guys. That's a really neat deck. That's really cool. I really appreciate you letting me profile it because that was really neat. I really like the deck. And that Scarlight is a heck of a Trey tech card. I really like that. So you have any shout outs? Any other shout outs?
No, same thing as the first part of the video.
All right.
Same shout outs.
All right. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much, Trey, for letting me profile. That's a really cool deck. And I can't wait to actually face this one. So anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell in there so you can come part of our notification squad. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.